Hey fashionistas, this is Carlos Marrero and you are watching It's Happening Out. Stay tuned because we're going to spill the tea.
And we have three big announcements in our celebration of Stonewall. Each week we celebrate a gay icon. And next week you want to be sure and tune in. And then our final episode before the Stonewall celebration, 50th anniversary in New York at World Pride, is 2 weeks away. All three of our celebrants have been selected. You're going to see our third final celebrant tonight. And tonight is unique because it's not a person. This is the first time that we have done this since we started It's Happening Out. We celebrate a television show. Look at our gay icon of the week in our celebration to Stonewall. Watch this.
It was a phenomenon that changed television forever.
Eyebrow plucker, leg waxer, parasite, overbite, lady, tramp, underdeveloped cow.
Will and Grace, they're besties. They share an apartment. He's gay, she's straight, both unlucky in love. Jack is also gay, lives across the hall, and is best friends of Karen, who's rich, racist, and a big fan of Trump.
Never see two gay men kissing on network television.
It's a gay network, for God's sake. The symbol is a peacock.
Gay sex is so hot.
When we did the show, we really focused on LGB. When we stopped there at B, I know I want to continue through the alphabet. T, Q, I, and, sexual identity and gender identity, that's what is being discussed right now in our culture.
The show sort of became de rigueur. I got married to Tay Diggs. I made out with Tay Diggs at 9 o'clock on a Thursday night in 2004 or whatever it was, and nobody batted an eye.
The truth of the matter is that we have tons of work to do still. I mean, people still don't quite understand, which is, another great reason Will and Grace is back on the air, because if you don't have the words to explain it to your family, because you can say like Will and Grace, or like Ellen DeGeneres, or who's ever out in a public, like Jess Cagle, like whoever, Andy Cohen, Anderson Cooper. There's so many more examples now to help people and give them tools to communicate to kids and their families that being gay is as normal as being straight.
And everybody forgets that that's what we did, that 13 years ago, a black man and a white man were kissing on a sitcom, and nobody wrote about it. The press was over us by then. So a lot of what we did just kind of got accepted in a way, and so it's insane right now to listen to some of the anti-gay crap that's going on in the States and think, have we all forgotten that only 13 years ago this was just another day in paradise? There's a lot of people out there that might fall prey to voting that way, but still love Will and Grace. And that's where we can be of service, that we can get into some of those living rooms. The living rooms where maybe they don't think the two fellas should get married, but they still love those two gay fellas. And that's where we get to go and go, okay, if you love us, if you love Jack, maybe next time you're voting, we don't have to say those words, but we can start to remind them that we're human.
Well, how exciting. Will and Grace, our first non-human person celebrant on our road to Stonewall. Each week as we celebrate our march to our civil rights movement, in 2 weeks, our 50th anniversary of Stonewall, we tell all of our hosts get an opportunity to tell you a little something that's important to them about our celebrant and something that they may have said. We're going to do that again tonight, even though it's Will and Grace, and we'll start with Power.
Okay, well, Will and Grace defied expectations. It launched on NBC as the first program that actually featured a openly gay male character. It kind of desensitized America to homosexuality and paved the way for future shows. So the quote I chose today was Will on Karen's affinity for alcohol. Karen, I am a lawyer, which means, unlike you, I actually passed a bar.
Oh, that's amazing. I love Karen Walker.
So Will and Grace is considered the TV series that changed America. And really brought homosexuality out of the TV closet. The show earned 83 Emmy nominations and 16 Emmy awards. Karen, of course, said, "Black, white, gay, straight, what's the difference? We all finish ourselves off in the end anyway."
That's great. Napoleon?
We should have had a contest of who can do the best Karen impression. That would have been really fun to watch. I'm discussing the reboot right here, which originally came out after a 10-minute short shot during 2016 and the presidential campaign. That became such a beloved little short that it inspired the actual show to be rebooted. It was entirely organic.
I'm sure Joe just loved that little 10-minute short too.
And one of the things that makes the reboot so incredible is that they were able to adapt to a changed community. And it was a community that they themselves helped to change in the first place with the original show. My quotation is also Karen, because Karen's the best. I just want somebody who gets me. Somebody who's comfortable in my world and makes me laugh and occasionally brings me flowers. And somebody who likes kittens and the hardcore bondage scene.
That's a great one. And Joe?
It's me.
Will and Grace made the gay stereotype fun and funny and acceptable in the mainstream TV. And one of the quotes from Karen that I love, she says, well, look what the cat cleaned up, showered, exfoliated, powdered, lipstick, Gucci'd, and dragged in.
That's great. Our road to Stonewall and the celebration of our icons is certainly reflected in Will and Grace. I love the video package that we've prepared for you, America on the Show, because I think McCormick's observations were a dead bullseye. In 2004, we had a white man and a black man kiss, and it was like nothing. And we're sitting here 15 years later, and we're dealing with so many issues that we're dealing with. And it's like, have we moved backwards? Interestingly enough, I posted this morning as I was walking to production. Today is the memorial of Pulse. I was walking to the office, and I've posted this. Two guys in a truck went by me today here in the gayest place on planet Earth and yelled out the window, "Faggot." And that's the first time that's ever happened to me in my life. And I thought, I hadn't seen this video package that you just saw, and McCormick calls it out absolutely perfectly. What's going on in 2019?
Well, you actually officially just got your gay card, because every other gay except for you has been called faggot. So welcome.
Yes, exactly.
Hello, girl.
Actually, it's an elaborate ruse.
The point is, Will and Grace was really necessary. Will and Grace is necessary, and probably Will and Grace will always be necessary, and is the reason why we celebrate it on our road to Stonewall.
Absolutely. 2
more weeks, and our 50th anniversary is here. Woo! So congratulations, Will and Grace. We really, really love you.
Hey fashionistas, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell, ding ding, for updates. You are watching It's Happening Out.